this is Reem. Welcome to Re, the show that brings you anime, cosplaying, gaming, and everything geeky. This time I'll be talking about Elfen Lied. So this anime is a seinen type of animation because it has a lot of nudity in it, uses nudity. Also, the art in this anime is very cartoonish type, so the eyes are not sharp, the features are very simple, like any other anime. For example, Ajin. It talks about this creature locked in this entity that God knows where and what it's called, because they want to experiment on these creatures since they're different. And then when she escapes this entity, ends up on this beach where there's two kids, Japanese kids, they end up taking her into their house. They just look at her as an innocent little girl. So I'm just gonna go in and tell you what I didn't like about this anime because there isn't really much to talk about. What I didn't like about this anime is the regression of this character called Lucy. Badass, and she's trying to escape the system and she wants to live a normal life. Then she turns out to be like a 1-year-old kid who doesn't know what to do and where she came from. So basically, you don't really know much about Lucy and how they were really created. You just know it's a disease that creates a cat type of ears for these characters, and whenever anyone spots them, they just bullying them, they don't accept them in society, and this is why they become really aggressive and they try to kill so many people. Also, what I didn't like about this anime is how these creatures don't work as a team. The way they act with each other is very cliche, simple. It doesn't have any meaning. And then you find this weird combination of relationships between the characters. And also what so many people find really surprising is how these two Japanese people who are actually cousins end up having feelings for each other, which is very weird. It turns out to be that he has feelings for someone else. So it's basically people chasing after each other to know what's going on. They don't tell you what's going on besides the fact that she's a humanoid who tries to escape from this entity and tries to slice people and kill them, and ends up in this house with these two Japanese kids. Also, what I didn't like about this anime is the intro music and how there are a lot of boobs in the intro music, and it's just pictures, and there at some point you're gonna find a picture of Lucy hugging a character, and then at the end of this intro music the picture is flipped. But the melody is really nice. So Lucy has this type of ability, they call it the vector. So basically it's a high frequency 3D kind of ability that comes out of Lucy to defend and slice people and kill them. So all of a sudden you find blood everywhere, or like a head sliced with these vectors. No one can see these vectors besides her and her type. So they don't know if she's standing in a crowd and someone just explodes in blood, they don't know that she's the one behind it. Also, in this anime, what's really cliche is how humans act to different kind of species. Like for example, if you see a different kind of looking person, you just tend to like step back and not socialize with them, and that's our nature, which is really bad. But in this anime, they show you how they collect those creatures, they lock them up in some kind of entity, and then you find a lot of them that are chained and they are being tortured and taught how to fight each other, which is really, really, really terrible. And there are some crazy humanoid creatures you don't want to see. There was at some point in this anime, there was a character, a human, who developed this sense of friendship between her and a humanoid like Lucy. After the first episode, after you're done with the first episode, you just want to continue the anime because they introduce it to you like it's a bloody, gory like anime and you love it. But later on, those parts become really rare to see. But the rest of this anime is just like those kids that are trying to remember what happened in the past and trying to figure out how they're gonna live in the society together, and they're trying to protect each other. Why? No one knows why. At some point, it becomes really sad. What I know in the back of my mind, how we react to certain creatures in a very disgusting manner. Other than that, this anime wasn't really one of my best animes that I've watched. I do suggest you guys to watch it if you're into gory and bloody anime. And boobs, if you're into boobs. A lot of boobs. Not just 2, 3, 7. And that's just in the intro music. You're just gonna see Lucy flashing her boobs everywhere. Tasteless. And no intimacy. There is no relationship. There is no why there is nudity in this anime. It just happens. What really saddens me in this anime is how real it is in terms of how humans act and react to things that are different. We tend to step back and get to our comfort zone and not socialize with these people. So imagine if we actually discover creatures that look different. What are we gonna do? Instead of learning more about them and trying to live with them, all we're gonna do is lock them up in this entity and they wanna experiment on it. So basically every time something new comes to life, we take it and destroy it just because it's different. So besides that, it's just booby again, full of boobs. So if you're into boobs, watch it. Boobs. Pink boobs. So it's not just 2 boobs and then a side boob. It's boobs here, boobs there, boobs everywhere. That's about it. That's the anime. Boobs, blood, creatures, and a very sad story. And regression in characters. Thanks everyone for watching this booby review. And I hope you liked it. Please let me know if you have any other suggestions. Like, share, subscribe, and help me share the geek. Thank you. Boobs.